It's spring, warm weather is finally here, so today we're talking about this beautiful pink wine, Rosé. What's up guys, welcome back to the Libations Academy. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dani and I help you learn to drink on this channel. It's super fun. So Rosé is so hot right now, I love it. When I was first starting to get into wine 7 or 8 years ago, Rosé was like not a thing. Like it was so out of fashion, it was crazy. I remember my dad actually telling me how much he loved having Rosé like for any occasion or whatever, and I was like, psh, Dad, come on, really? And then a couple years ago, like out of nowhere, Rosé just came back in fashion, and now it's totally acceptable, whether you're a guy or a girl, to drink pink in public. Is that appropriate? So what is this beautiful pink wine, you ask? So Rosé today usually refers to a dry wine. Dry, meaning no sugar. It's not a sweet wine. So stop thinking of Rosé as that pink blush wine that was popular in the 90s. That's not the case anymore. Rosés are super awesome because they taste like red wine but drink like a white. What in the world does that mean? Well, really, we get a lot of like red fruit aromatics and flavors on the palate, but the wine will also taste like a white wine, as in it's really crisp and refreshing and it's not as heavy as many other wines. And for that reason, this wine pairs with so many occasions. I have been seen drinking Rosé at the beach, while camping, while working in my backyard, while sitting on my patio, going to happy hour. I mean, there's just always an occasion for Rosé. Rosé also pairs super well with different foods. This is actually my wine that I'll tell people that when you're in doubt, like if you don't know what to pair with whatever meal you're having, Rosé will probably never like steer you in a completely terrible direction. That's because it drinks like a white but tastes like a red. So you may be wondering, Dani, how do you make Rosé? Good question. So Rosé can be made from any red grape in the entire world. Like seriously, pick a red grape, you can make Rosé out of it. And all you do is, not you, we don't make wine, we leave that to the winemakers. All winemakers do is leave the skins in contact with the juice for just a little bit of time to give it that nice pink color. So you'll see Rosés of all different shades of pink. Some are really dark and then some are super light. And side note, I feel like ridiculously light Rosés are very much in fashion right now, much to the one that like this one looks like. It's kind of like a nice salmon color. So Rosé is made all over the world, so it's really hard to narrow it down and be like, here's where you should drink Rosé from. You should seriously just try different Rosés from all over the world. My absolute favorite though, if you have already heard this from me, I am a giant fan of the Rhone Valley in France, and there is a region within the Rhone Valley called Tavel that specializes in Rosé, and honestly, that's like, I've never had a bad bottle of Tavel. So that's my region of choice if you had to make me like pick, but really I love Rosés from all over the world. So just have fun trying different examples. By the way, the other really cool thing about Rosé is that they're fairly cheap because they're supposed to be drank young. So it's really easy for you to just like go out and try them because you're never gonna find a Rosé that's like horribly expensive. Unless we're talking about Rosé champagne, those have mighty big price tags. Make sure to drink these wines when you buy them. Don't buy them and hold them for a year or two because all the fresh fruit is gonna go away and it's not gonna do that Rosé any favors, except for champagne, that's the one that can age. But yeah, drink this wine when it's young, otherwise you're wasting your money. All right, that was your Wine 101 on Rosé. Make sure to keep this bad boy at your house at all times because you never know when you're gonna need to open one for that random night that you're like, hey, let's have a cheese plate for dinner. I don't know. And the next time you're sitting on your back porch drinking one of these, have a sip for me because that's seriously like my favorite occasion for Rosé. Thanks for learning your drink with me and I'll see you next time. Cheers.